Hello there, it's the Scorpio Stellium, your no BS tarot card reader. I'm here in my bathroom, aka the kitten room, with my foster kitties, and I'm going to do your predictions for the week of December 6th through the 12th. Get you guys cozy. You might just decide to leave me all together. Okay. All right, here, Aquarius, here we go. Reverse Ace of Cups, the Emperor, and the reverse 10 of Wands. Okay, so the beginning of this reading, the way it is starting out, is with a loss of love with a particular individual. The signs represented here, I don't want you to get too hung up on them because people resonate with more than your sun sign, which is why I also recommend you check your moon and rising if this reading does not resonate. But they are showing up to me as Aries, Aquarius, Virgo is pretty strong in this reading, as well as Sag. So when we see the reversed Ace of Cups next to the Emperor, next to the reversed 10 of Wands, I'm trying to see if I'm showing you the correct order as I see it. But what we have here is relationships that didn't really get off to the right foot, or they didn't even get off the ground. You were not able to establish something, and it has to do with the boundaries between you and this other person. What I'm feeling is going on here is that it's actually kind of a relief in a way that this didn't work out, that you're missing out on, you know, that relationship. It's actually lessening the burden for you, and I don't know if that feels that way to you right now, but it was like almost like it was too much to deal with. The next line here, the Star, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles, it looks like you've really got your hopes set on other things, like bigger personal goals that you're putting your work into. You're trying to build up to something. You're trying to work on your career, your money. That's like your focus is there right now. Your focus isn't really on the love stuff as much. It is in your reading. We'll talk about it. But I think that you kind of have a particular person in mind because the 2 of Cups is at the bottom of the deck as your shadow card. So it seems like there's something that you have in mind as far as relationships go. And if that's not right, if the timing isn't working right now, you're okay to just not really pursue anything, kind of take it slow or do your own thing, because this is really where your focus is at. You're trying to focus on building up something as in your life, in your wealth, in your money. It shows that the job situation actually going really well for you. So you may be getting opportunities for promotions or recognition in work, but if this has been a rough year for you, I just want to say, like, you are going to come out of that because it's showing the Star. You know, the Star is this card of like the hope, the healing, the calm after the storm. The next line here looks like you, this is quite the line. Okay, so 7 of Swords, Page of Cups, and 8 of Swords. Somebody is offering you love. Somebody is giving you some type of like attention where they are saying like they're showing interest in you. I want to go on a date with you, or I'm trying to talk to you. I'm trying to get to know you. But you're seeing this offer of love and you don't trust it. I think you, maybe rightfully so. We'll get down to that when we start to clarify, but the 7 of Swords is talking about deception. So it looks like whatever offer that they're giving you is a deceptive offer. It's not really something that you would want to pursue, and I think you know that, but it makes you feel a little stuck because I think that you're not sure entirely if you should trust that feeling. If you're like, am I just being overly cautious? That's the 8 of Swords here. Am I being overly cautious, or am I really validated in how I feel about this? This 8 of Swords is like stuck in your own head about it. What I want to say is because it is mirroring the 7 of Swords, I mean, I would trust that instinct absolutely, because it does not look like their intentions are really everything that they say they are. Well, let's do some clarification on love relationship that is not really happening. It could even be a loss of love or a breakup, but something about it is alleviating a burden on you. It was like just too much for you to really deal with. Let's look at that. have the Sun, the Ace of Swords, and the Lovers. Wow, okay. So it's, what I'm wondering is if it's this person or if it's somebody else that's coming back around, because this is a really like powerful line. So even if maybe the relationship is delayed, maybe it can't get off to a start right now, but you have the Sun, which is joy, which is clarity, which is happiness and hope. You have the Ace of Swords talking about, you have, again, clarity about who you want to be with. And I think that's the message that we got earlier, telling you that your shadow card is the Two of Cups, because I think you know who you are supposed to be with. You know what is out there for you and what you're supposed to be heading towards. And it's like, you're not going to settle for second best. With the Lovers, I mean, that's pretty clear. You have clarity about who you love and who you're supposed to be with and what direction you want to go in love. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify this line where we're talking about your work. What do you think, Benny? Yeah? Shall we? Shall we clarify that line? Okay. Okay, this is definitely showing here with the Moon, the Five of Pentacles, and the Prince of Wands. This is definitely showing the hardship that you've been through. Financially, with work, there has been a lot of struggle. You may have dealt with job loss even. You may have had like loans that are backed up and defaulting and bills you haven't paid. It's been a rough period of time for you. However, that makes you even more passionate about doing things differently, about building something better, about doing a good job wherever you're working now, or you're getting ready to work. It's like your focus is really on building something that is much more solid and stable for the future. Let's look at this last line, because this is really, I think, the most fascinating part of this reading, where you're getting this offer that really cannot be trusted, where somebody's trying to act like they are into you, that they want this, and it's not a genuine offer, or at least it's there's something deceptive about it. And you, I think, don't really know if you should trust your instincts about them or not. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Four of Swords. Yeah, so somebody who is offering you love, the Knight of Cups, okay, offering you affection, wanting to be in a relationship with you, which is represented here by the Two of Cups, you choose to take no action on it, the Four of Swords. And I think that's probably for the best. You need to feel this out a little bit more, because there's something about it that you just don't trust. You see that it's not quite right. If you want to know more about what that person's intentions are, if you want to know what your person, a person that you really want to be with, when we keep seeing it here represented in this deck, with the Lovers and the Two of Cups as your shadow, like what they're thinking, when that is going to have a conclusion, what the outcome of that is, check your extended reading, the description. It's linked in the description, but let's go ahead and do your pick a card for what message you need to hear this week. Okay, so I have card 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so for the first card, the Ten of Swords, this is talking about betrayals. So it's something to be aware of. Look around you and see who's really for you. Are your friends really there for you? What is the pattern of the people that are around you? Because it seems like you are either already dealing with some sort of betrayal, or you may be dealing with one relatively soon. So be on the lookout for that. For card number 2, we have the Eight of Coins, which showed up in your reading here as well. We're talking about doing a really good job, you being excellent at what you do, being very skilled. I would see this card as being telling you that you're going to be recognized for that. You're going to be just fine in work and career. If you're looking for a job, I would say this is a getting the job, but definitely work looks lovely if you chose card number 2. And for card number 3, we have the Two of Coins. This is a balance. This is making sure that the balance in your life is correct, that you are not putting too much energy into one thing or another, or you're not taking on too much, because quite frankly, that's when we start to drop things, right? Is when it gets too heavy, too much weight on our shoulders. So make sure your balance is, it is balanced. It's correct. It's, even scales there. Thank you for watching. I will see you again next week.